Alright, so here today we got the relic guide. I'm updating this after like 2 months now because a lot of people have been asking me like, yo, hey, there's now a new goddess buff, if you will, being Mael. There's also Nidhogg relics that have dropped. There's also a bunch of Skoll Hadi relics that I didn't talk about. The last time I made the relic guide was like 3-4 months ago, right? So it's been some time since I last kind of covered it. So today, thought I'd update you on it, talk about it, and I did want to mention a few things. So first, like and subscribe helps out a ton. Appreciate all of you for that. We're super close to 28,000. I don't know if I upload this after we crack it, but if we do already crack it, thank you so much. 28,000 is an absolutely insane number. Enough about that. Let's jump into this. So first thing to know, okay, as time progresses, okay, and people have been asking me this, like, are they going to do anything? Because people have like maybe a bunch of mats left over, or they're wondering like, should they continue grinding it? What happens here? But I believe, and this is my 10 cents, there are no longer will be relics for the bird or the deer. Yeah, I'm gonna put that down that it most likely is the case. We thought like originally like, oh, because it's human race that's gonna be added here, because that's like the way they're gonna do it. Like you see all the human race characters here, right? That's it. Yeah, Sigur's there, but he's whatever. Yeah, Unknown was in here a little bit too, but beyond that, it was mainly human race. So human race. You had Merlin again, so yeah, Unknown. You had a few others in here, but you had Gother in here, Unknown. Then you go over here, right? You had, what is it, fairies and goddesses, correct? That's the case. So we're like, oh, they're going to do it this way. That means we're going to constantly get these updated when new units release, and then they will go and like throw a hammer in, if you will, and destroy everything by adding fairy over here and adding a human over here. That shouldn't have happened. It happened, though, so what happens is, it looks like the power, I guess you could say, will determine where the relic ends up, because these relics are all powerful. Minus this one. I don't know what happened here. That was such an L of a relic. Literally could have done so much better, but maybe in the future they were trying to like base it off of somebody else. That's why they did it. But this is a 10 out of 10 relic, 10 out of 10 relic, 10 out of 10 relic. Got me there. Still a really good relic, still a really good relic. I haven't personally, this is really good. This I haven't personally used, but probably it is good. These are all still good, so realize in the future, the main point I'm trying to get across here is that they've kind of gone and thrown out the entire idea of where relics should land. Like, for example, this should not be here, okay? It's there because they're considering it a Demonic Beast relic, so it makes sense in a way, but it shouldn't be there. Personally, it shouldn't be there, okay? This is demons. We thought it was going to be demons only. We thought the other one was demons only, so it's all over the place. It could get updated, it could not get updated, depending on what they want to do. So realize that you'll have to farm the harder bosses, which are, again, these are the harder ones, if you will. So yeah, but with it, we'll start right to left just to make it, because people mainly want these ones. Out of these ones, I would not craft anything other than Freya, okay? Do not touch these three. Craft Freya. That's it. Freya's the only good one out of the four. Yes, you might say, oh no, Zeldris is good. Oh no, Malaskil is good. That's not important. That does not matter at all. Right now, you get Freya, so you can continuously beat it with a good team and a good clear team and a constant team that actually can take on floor 3 instead of pure RNG and a 6/6 of certain units, right? So Freya's relic. No argument. No, like, oh, what about this? This is better. Screw you. No, get this done, right? So let's say in the future a new one releases. If it's like meta defining, go ahead and craft it. But you have to craft this if you're building Mael's team and doing all of that for the reason to take on this beast and get efficient clears. This could all change in a month, though, right? So if you're watching this video a month away, or a month from now, and it's like a new unit releases that Freya's not on that team and her relic is not needed, then you can go and summon for that unit and use a different team and not have to care about this relic. But mostly, I think that relic is going to stay super relevant in comparison. So just keep that in mind, okay? On to Skoll Hadi, all right? First thing, this is the first relic you should ever craft. Obviously, with every Demonic Beast, this is the first relic, the relic for the character. But I would say the second relic has to be King for PvE, okay? And if you run PvP and you want to use Nanashi's like relic for unknown teams, it is insane how good this relic is. I am telling you now, it has brought back unknown team. It's like tenfold. They are so strong. Sometimes you might not kill them. Like, they're so tanky. They got so much basic stats, you can't do anything against them. But Nanashi is the reason to that. His relic is just busted. So, if anything, I would craft this one. In my opinion, I crafted it first on my global account. I'm not going to lie to you. I crafted this. So, first this, then second this, and then third this. I cared about this more. Honestly, I cared about this more. His relic is so freaking nasty. This relic is just turd. The look is beautiful and everything, but it's such a turd relic. I'm sorry. This is okay. Chandler is really good, and this is also really good. Zeldris does have a really solid relic. So if you're running like debuff team, this does something which like lowers the attack or something like that. So this is great if you're using him as a backline unit. It will definitely help you. Yes, demon team exists. It's like mainly for like debuff meta. If you're running a heavy debuff team, that'll definitely help you. Matrona is all right. This is if you're running Ragnarok team. kind of need it for Brunhild and Freya if that is your current team. Which it might get dominated right now because, you know, it's just a lot of teams going against that. But if you are running it, there you go. Skadi is also like kind of a must craft if you're using her team, or rather forming a team around her in Skoll Hadi. That relic is like chef's kiss. All right, it's really good. So definitely can use that too. But for Droll and that, up to you. It's for CC or whatever. They're still fine. At a point, you have to craft everything for GP points. I know it sounds whatever. It's going to take you some time to grind it. Whenever they drop back that 2x event, use those events and like actually craft as much as you can. I literally take them for granted every time. But next time it drops, I'm going to literally grind it all day. I will play for 10 hours. 10 hours just to finish it all. All right. I got so many of those relics to go and craft. But I will do that. Next up, so for this one, and I'm going to mainly first focus on my Mael teams. Okay, if you're running Goddess Liz and you have that like 6/6 and you want to run that for whatever reason, 20%, it's fine. It's CC. You got to craft it if you're planning on using this unit. The teams that I run into with Goddess Liz aren't too great. I think the other ones are better, but it's viable, if you will. So up to you if you want to go and do that, you definitely could. Not really. If you want to run Fairy team, you kind of need this relic, and with the new King, it's not bad. I did see some Fairy teams in PvP while I'm like doing stuff, so it's not bad if you want to. Again, if you're running a lane, it's for PvP only, and you're going to cope that fairies get buffs. That's there. Ludoseal, you need it because if you ever run Ludoseal, it just has basic stats and helps his CC, which you need, obviously. Margaret is a must-have if you have what is it? A Mael, right? You need it. You need that relic 100%. It literally provides so much of help and whatever. So that is a relic you kind of must craft now for Mael. Tarmiel, it's all right. If you're running for whatever, it's pretty good. Red Tarmiel, still fine. Red Sariel, pretty good. Green Sariel's a must craft, 100%. For, again, the team, for Final Boss, for so much stuff, his relic always just comes in clutch. But the other ones are still fine. Nothing really against them. Yorm is the first one you ever craft. Realize that now. You have to craft Yorm first because she'll make Deer easier to farm better ones and all of that. There is a Liz over here. And I believe it's this Liz, and this is a really good one too. Both of these are good, okay? They both help, and this Liz is used in a lot of content also. So definitely a pretty good thing to pick up there. It is this Liz, right? Yeah, it is this Liz. So make sure to get that. These three really aren't too necessary, if you will. This is good for, again, Team CC, because you will be using this bond, Ragnarok bond, for the bench always, almost. He is literally so useful. So having that CC is great just to go and out CC. Potentially, if that, like, I think it's 1,000 or something like that, a little less, CC you get from a relic, so that's pretty good. Hope that human team's going to get buffed and bond's not falling off. Go for that. This, not so helpful. This is great. This is 10 out of 10. Love this relic. This also is not that bad. This is 10 out of 10. Love this relic. Because, again, for a human team, if you're running human team, that's what you got to use. These two aren't too great. Green Esconor's all right. The one Esconor, I don't know. He's falling off so hard now. This is a PvP exclusive relic. Ultimate Esconor is so much better. So, not really. This is a decent mid relic, I would say. Mid. This is a pretty good, solid relic. She's still used a lot, right? So, you can definitely run that and kind of get away with it. It's not bad. This is kind of mid. These ones over here still, I mean, if you're running Ultra Rush, you need this kind of for CC, whatever. That is still fine. Summer Merlin's relic isn't too great, but again, if you're running for attack seal, it's CC. You still need it in the end. That's why you're going to have to craft it. That's the reason mainly a lot of these relics do get crafted. For example, like Twiggo and all those, they get crafted for CC because you need to go out CC. It's the whole point of PvP, right? But nothing really here, not here. If you're using this one, new one, you can do it, but not really. Not these. 100% this, you need to craft this first, 1 billion%. If you're running Sigurd on some sort of team, definitely. Brunhild's is pretty good too. So Brunhild's is a good one that I crafted. I would recommend you craft it. My favorite relic out of all the human relics, or whatever, like the bird relics, has to be this one. 10 out of 10 relic, you gotta craft it. Holy crap, it's outstanding, okay? 25% when he reaches his ultimates like that. He buffs your team entirely. Then with his passive on top of that, he is a huge buff. You can speedrun so many things. You can do so many things. So many pieces of content get cleared up because of him. So realize that you need that. And then Twiggo, you need 100% if you're running for unknown team, or rather human team, not unknown team, human team. So that is there. I think this is the Gil Thunder. No, it isn't. The red Gil Thunder, is it, right? Or is it blue Gil Thunder? What am I doing? It's blue Gil Thunder, right? So again, if you're running now for me team and you need defense, you gotta craft that. This is okay. This is okay. This is okay. This is okay. So fully up to you. Those are mainly like the best ones to go and craft. Hopefully I didn't miss anything here today. But yeah, it's It's stupid that these 2 slots won't get opened up. Most of you have crafted them, and if you haven't, like, you now know who to craft. There's mainly ones to focus on, mainly ones not to focus on. But I think that they're only going to update these 2 tabs now, and then potentially in the future a 5th one if they want to. I don't know. But I made a joke, like, one day you can go and fight the World Tree. They might do that. They might, dude. At this point, they might make another section to fit all the characters, because there's a lot of characters that don't have relics. So I wonder how they're going to do it all. But that is the must-craft, what to go and aim for, and what to kind of go and use, if you will. Have fun, take care, and that's been it from me.